Hello student, in this video we will talk about representation of a complex number. Okay children, so dear children, a complex number z equal to x plus iy can be represented in the following three form. The first is geometrical form. Okay, first is geometrical form. Second is vectorial form. Okay, second is vectorial form. The third is trigonometrical form or polar form. Okay, third is trigonometrical form, or this is also called polar form. Okay, the complex number represented in the following three form: geometrical, vectorial and trigonometrical or polar form. So first I will discuss representation of a complex number in geometrical form. Okay, so children, as we know, if this is a 2, okay, number 2, as we know how 2 is represented, this is represented on a number line. Okay, this is 0, 1 and 2. 2 is represented on the number line, and similarly if you talk about the ordered pair, suppose this is a 2 by 3. So as you already know, the ordered pair is represented in Cartesian plane. Okay, this is a Cartesian plane. 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2, 3. This is x dash, y and y dash. So ordered pair of real number represented in the Cartesian plane. This is also called rectangular plane, Cartesian plane or rectangular plane. Okay, and rectangular plane, this horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is y-axis. But in case of complex number, means this is z equal to x plus iy. So this is written in ordered pair x comma I. Okay, so in case of complex number, this is represented in organ plane. Okay, complex number z equal to x plus iy means x comma y represented in organ plane. This is organ plane, or this is called complex plane are also called Gaussian plane. Okay, Gaussian plane. So a complex number can be represented in the which plane is called organ plane or complex plane or Gaussian plane. Okay, and the ordered pair x comma y is called real axis. This is called real axis, and this is called imaginary axis. Okay, real axis, imaginary axis. Okay. So dear children, if we want to represent x comma y, okay, so x comma y lies in the first quadrant. So this is a real axis, means x dash y dash. Okay, so x comma y is suppose lies here. This is a point P, x comma y. So as we know, this is a moving from origin to x unit, and after that perpendicular to y unit. So this is the representation of the coordinate x comma y. Okay, so here the length of OP is called, length OP is called modulus of z. Okay, and it is denoted by mod z. Okay, so here by using Pythagoras theorem we have to find OP square equal to, suppose this is a m, hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square, means OA, base square OAM plus perpendicular PM square. So this is x square plus y square. Okay, and the OP equal to square root x plus y square, and modulus of OP is denoted by mod z. Okay, this is mod z. So this is mod z equal to x square plus y square. Okay, this is modulus of z. Okay, which means length OP is called modulus of the z. And here this length OP making an angle theta. Okay, making an angle theta with the positive direction of x axis. The length OP makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x axis is called argument. Okay, it's called argument or amplitude of OP. Okay, it is denoted by argument of z or amplitude of z, and defined by the, here the angle theta is calculated by using the formula tan theta equal to, this is y upon x, perpendicular upon base. Here y is imaginary part and x is real part. So to write imaginary part of z upon real part of z, and this is write in modulus form imaginary of z upon real of part of z. Okay, so this is the concept of geometrical representation of complex number in geometrical form. Okay, okay children, the principal value of the argument, okay, the principal value of the argument lies between minus pi to pi. Okay, the principal value of the argument. This is okay. Principal. This is principal value. Okay. Principal value of the principal value of argument. Argument. Okay, means if the modulus line lies in first quadrant, then this is the argument in first quadrant, and if the modulus line in second quadrant, then argument is this. Okay, positive direction of x-axis, and if the line modulus line lies in third quadrant, then here is not this argument. Okay, the argument is calculated if the line lies third and fourth quadrant in clockwise. Okay, means this is a theta, so as you know here theta is negative, and in first quadrant and in fourth quadrant this is minus theta. Okay, so this is the principal value of principal argument. Okay, and let us see what is the argument or amplitude of a complex number for different sign of real and imaginary part. Okay. Argument or amplitude of a complex number for different sign of real and imaginary part. Okay, so let us see. Let z equal to x plus iy is a complex number, and if here real part of z is greater than 0 or imaginary part of z is also greater than 0, so this means this is x means x comma y lies in first quadrant. Okay, so here in first quadrant this is p x comma y, and this is a theta, this is a x and this is a y. So in this case the amplitude of the complex number, amplitude of z equal to theta. This is, suppose this complex number, the line OP makes an angle alpha with the positive direction of x-axis. So in this case the amplitude is theta equal to alpha. Okay, and second part, if real part of z is less than 0 and imaginary part of z is greater than 0, then the complex number x comma y lies in second quadrant. Okay, in this case complex number lies in second quadrant. This is alpha, this is p x comma y m. Okay, this is O, and here is this is the amplitude. So in this case the amplitude of z is equal to theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Okay, amplitude is calculated by theta equal to pi minus alpha. and if the complex number z equal to x plus iy, where real part of z is less than 0 and imaginary part of z is also less than 0, then the ordered pair x comma y lies in third quadrant. Okay, in third quadrant the ordered pair is negative. Okay, both are negative. So therefore this is here making the line OPX comma y making an angle alpha with the positive direction of x axis. This is M. Okay, so in this case the amplitude or argument theta become argument of z theta equal to, this is minus theta. So okay, so same minus theta, so theta becomes minus pi minus alpha. Okay, and the fourth case is if the complex number z equal to x plus iy, where real part of z is greater than 0, imaginary part of z is less than 0, then the ordered pair x comma y lies in fourth quadrant. Okay, this is a fourth quadrant. Here OP making an angle alpha with the positive direction of x axis. Okay, so in this case the argument of z equal to minus theta, and here minus theta is equal to, argument of theta is equal to minus alpha. Okay, so these things are remembered that if the complex number lies in the first quadrant then the argument is argument theta equal to then the argument in first quadrant argument theta equal to alpha, in second quadrant argument z equal to theta equal to pi minus alpha, and in third quadrant argument z equal to theta equal to minus pi minus alpha, in fourth quadrant argument z equal to theta equal to minus alpha. Okay, these are the argument differ in different quadrant. Okay.